So here's part 2 of Jared Leto. We're going to go ahead and color him in. I've picked my colors for today. We've got pink, the peach, dark brown, light blue, black, and an umber. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. We're going to go lightest to darkest, pretty much like always, or you can go with the biggest coverage area down to the smallest. I'm going to start out with the skin. First thing I'm going to do is circle out or highlight all of the areas that are not going to have any color because the sun is shining on them, which is going to be cheeks, top of the nose, it would generally be chin, and then also the forehead. By hitting all of those and knowing that I'm not coloring them in, that takes some space away from what I have to do, keeps the time fast, and it allows me to cut in items that are going to go faster. So anyhow, we've got 4 out of the 5 spots colored there. We're not going to touch them anymore. At this point, we're going to cut in through the nose, the eyes, everything that's going to be darker colored. Just push really hard and keep it up on an angle so that you can really get it right where you want it to be. This is where you're going to add in all of your shadows. And if you put a nice dark shadow right up against your highlight, it pops just that much more. Try to go with the shape of the face. It's going to make it a lot easier in the end. And if you are going to go back and forth and kind of not follow it, at least smoosh it a little bit and keep going over your lines so that you're not leaving any, I guess, coloring book marks. So there you go. There would be darker in any spots that need it. Keep it bright white where it does need it. The worst thing you can do is just, go back over it again. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and swap over to the pink, putting it on his lips and just a touch around his eyes. Just because that's what him as a gentleman kind of calls for. That's what I'm seeing in his face, is a little pink around his eyes. There we go, just keeping it nice and gentle. And then just a touch in the cheeks because that's where the blood and the blush would normally be anyway. So I'm going to leave it just like that. Alright, this flesh tone's not quite dark enough for me, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the shadows one more time. So anything that is not facing my light source, I'm just going to hit one more time. I'm really going to smash it in there. There we go, that looks a little better. Alright, next biggest thing I'm going to hit, going from lightest to darkest, that's going to be his hair. I'm going to just start down in here with all of this yellow blonde bit, and then I'll come back through and hit it with the brown. Following the curls in the hair, I'm just going to kind of sweep it through down here. Try to go a little faster. And all of this is going to be hit again with the brown, so the top edges and stuff don't have to be perfect. Alright, and keep it dark back here, even though it is blonde. There we go. And then if you choose to, go ahead and put it on its point and give him a couple more locks through here. Keeps it interesting as long as you can keep the lines going in the same direction as your locks. If you go outside of that, it starts to look a little weird. Okay, and then we're going to hit it with the brown. Keeping some light on the very outside over here because that's where my light source is coming from, and I want to be able to show that he has light shining down on him. I blend it down into the blonde bits. I change my arm around. There we go. Alright, we'll change it through here, and then we'll back up off of the brown a little bit so that it can be blonder. Come through here, and since I'm not following the shape of the hair, I'm going to just do small circles and kind of smash the color in there. And it still looks pretty good. I do the same over here. Follow the shape of the hair as best as possible. If you can't, just smash it in there a little bit. Alright, same thing over here. I'm going to give it a little light coming down and blend it in to the blonde. There we go. Sorry, it's not my best because I'm standing at a weird angle. I would normally be sitting at my easel and whatnot, but I'm kind of standing off to the side, so again, sorry, but that's what you get. Alright, and now I'm going to come on back in and give him a little bit of beard action. I'm just going to go with the point and color it in. I'm trying to make sure I don't leave any spaces uncolored because he doesn't have any gray hair or anything. And again, go with the shape of the face. And all of your lines should go top, all the way in to all the way out, and then if you got to come back and fill her in, do it. There we go, just like that. Alright, hit the eyebrows if you want to. They don't really make too much of a difference. Alright, and I'm going to hit the black of his shirt jacket. There we go. And then last, I've seen him with gray eyes, blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes. I believe he wears blue contacts, but I think he has gray eyes. I'm not certain. But there you go. I'm going to color it close to the pupil, just like this, underneath of the shadow. But then I'm also going to just make one stripe around the bottom. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but it gives him a great little highlight at the bottom of the eye. And then last thing that I do is I go underneath of the eyelid and across the teeth. Not too much on him because he doesn't have a lot of teeth hanging out. But it just makes a big difference. It makes it look wet. So I'm going to do it just a touch more. Just because of the size of these eyes, I want to fill it in just a touch more. There you go. It looks a little bit better. And then I'm just going to finish it off. He's got like these little designs and stuff behind him, so I'm just going to try my best to do a little bit of that. Just because it's what's in the picture. But if he were at the park or the zoo or the aquarium, I would, give him the regular. Alright, so there you go. Ta-da! Jared Leto all colored in. Thanks for watching.